So we're looking at Acts 20 verse 7, which says, upon the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread. Okay? So let's compare this with the Greek. We're using the lexicon that's on Bible Hub, same verse. So it says here on the left column going down vertically, on the first day of the week when we gathered. Okay, so if you look at the Greek, it says Mia for on the first, and then on the day of the week it says Sabbaton. Okay, so if we look at the concordance for that, Mia is one and Sabbaton is the Sabbath. So if you want to check out Codex Sinaiticus for the first Bible we have, that's from around 325 Eusebian canon, after Nicaea, they actually do render it in the Greek text here. I've highlighted it. Miaton Sabbaton. Miaton Sabbaton. That means one of the Sabbaths. One of the Sabbaths. Straight out of the Codex Sinaiticus. Now I've hit a website called the Vineyard, and if you type in vineyardjc, Acts 20 verse 7, they've done a really good blog called Acts 20 verse 7 says what? And his explanation, which I agree with, is the reason it says one of the Sabbaths is because they were counting the Omer to Shavuot, the Pentecost, as the Lord instructed to do in Leviticus 23:15 to 16, because there were 50 days from Passover to Pentecost, so they were counting 7 Sabbaths. So it explains why they're saying one of the Sabbaths. But let's look at Acts 8. Sorry, look at Acts 18 now, okay? Why in context does it say one of the Sabbaths? It's because in verse 21 of Acts 18 you see the context where Paul says, I must by all means keep this feast that comes in Jerusalem. So if we go back into Acts 20 verse 7, you can see here it says upon the first day of the week. That's an italic. What does it mean to have an italic in the KJV? Let's check it out on the web. Okay, we typed it in. Why does KJV use italics? It says, in fact, the words in italics in the King James Bible are words that were added by the translators to help the reader. So that's their own words that they've added. It's not what the Greek says, because the Greek translation that you can check out for yourself says Miaton Sabbaton. There it is in the Codex Sinaiticus. So why are they breaking bread on the Sabbath, the 7th day? But the answer's here, isn't it, in the 24th chapter about the showbread. It says, you shall take fine flour and bake 12 cakes, and you shall put frankincense upon them. And look, verse 8, every Sabbath he shall set it in order before the Lord continually, being taken from the children of Israel by an everlasting covenant. And it shall be Aaron's and his sons, and they shall eat it in the holy place. For it is most holy unto him of the offerings of the Lord made by fire, by a perpetual statute. This is the type of the body of Christ, the bread of his body, the Eucharist, the communion. This is the type and shadow that was given to the children of Israel and Aaron the high priest and his sons. So if you want to know what first means, if it said the first day of the week, type in protos. That would be protos. There it is, means first, protos, first. So look, first day of the week in English. That's what it would look like in Greek. Doesn't look anything like Miaton Sabbaton, does it? Nothing like it. Okay, does the first day of the week in Greek look like Miaton Sabaton? Oh, doesn't look like it, does it? No. Mia, one, ton of the Sabbaths.